Hi Sagittarius. So I only got like a single word for you channeled and it was contour. So I might be speaking to some makeup artists, or the word just basically means to shape in some way, to define with the shape, or to, outline in some way. So that's interesting. I'm gonna start off by pulling a Monology card for you. It'd be kind of cool if you're a makeup artist. Let's see. What does the Monology deck have for Sagittarius? You have nothing will come of the situation. Void, of course, Moon. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. So yeah, something may need balance. Maybe there's something that you've been running away with in your mind. You might need to, I just heard, come back down to earth. Interesting. It's not typical Sag energy. Or this could be anything. It could be your temperament, Sag, because Temperance is a Sagittarius card. It could be about making sure you're staying balanced, even keeled when it comes to your temperament in a situation. Okay. Your current energy right now is 10 of Wands. Working too hard, too many hours, the need for balance in life. Let others help you. Health problems due to stress. So yeah, there might be a need for you to take it easy. I'm hearing take it easy. I think that's by the Eagles. It's an older band. Take it easy, they're saying. Yeah, juggling too much. So you might have been on like an energetic high or emotional high recently, and you started to take on too much, or you may not be listening to your body intuitively. If you've been feeling a little bit sluggish, that's like a cue that you need to rest. You might need to sleep more. And then you can get up and take care of some things, but you have to listen to your body, listen to your mind too. If you're starting to think a little bit too hard and the wheels are turning, and you're starting to get a little exhausted, maybe getting some dull headaches, it might be time for you to just rest for a little bit, take a day. It doesn't mean you have to I just heard traverse. I don't know what that's about, but it doesn't mean you have to go on some crazy hiatus or something if you don't want to, but at least take a little time, maybe a day or two, to rest, maybe to lay down or read a book, something relaxing. And take care of your physical body, especially, I'm feeling, because you don't want to develop any health problems. And high stress can relate also to physical stress, and one can lead to the other. So taking care of one is by way taking care of another. So just keep that in mind. If you need a little bit of a break, then take it. And I think you may even be overlooking that. I'm getting an airplane mode kind of thing, or pilot mode, where you're just kind of going and not paying attention to yourself. So it's time to maybe just sit down for a minute, Sag, in a good way, so that you can get back up. But you have to rest every once in a while, and I get this all the time for Sagittarius. You have to rest sometimes. But Sagittarius likes to push themselves to the limit, for sure. Oh my God, I'm hearing the Eagles again. Take it to the limit. What is this Eagles? Why am I hearing the Eagles? They're a great band. I'm just like, what's going on? Somebody may like the Eagles. One more time. So it's like you do this a lot, Sag. Take it to the limit one more time. Maybe because you wanna be the victor. It's like you don't want anyone to think that you're down for the count, but I don't think anyone thinks that. Everyone needs to rest every once in a while, okay? So let's see what the tarot has to say to Sagittarius. The second week in a row, Scorpio energy was really difficult for me to get through, and I'm not sure what's going on with that, but I wish my Scorpios the best. If you have Scorpio in your chart, check that out. Maybe it'll make sense to you, because they've been dealing with some, I want to say, thick energy. So, what does the tarot have for Sagittarius? We have the Eight of Pentacles and the Six of Swords. They just came out together right off the bat. You need to take a break. If something is stressing you out too much, you need to take a break. And some of you are getting ready to start a new job. Maybe you need to take a few days between, like leaving an old job and starting a new job. Maybe 1 week if you're able to. Like if you're negotiating like a new job, and negotiate for yourself first and foremost. Like, okay, if you know that they want to hire you, then they say, well, and you say, when is my start date? And saying, instead of saying, when is my start date, maybe you should say, I can start on this date. Is that okay? And that'll give you maybe a cushion, a week, maybe a week or two even. And if they push back and say, well, we really like you to start on this date, see if you can reach some kind of a compromise, so you can at least have a little bit of a time for yourself before you jump from one thing right over to the next, okay? It's coming through big time for you, Sag. Let's keep going. Whoa. Yeah, King of Pentacles. So that could definitely be a new job for some of you. King of Pentacles just showed up. Could be a promotion as well. Yeah, we have the Devil as the main focus, Capricorn energy. You could be dealing with a Capricorn, but I feel more so that's the energy because it's coming out as your focus. And then we have the Queen of Wands as your advice, making shit happen, as Sagittarius tends to do. Ooh, look at that. I like that. Two of Cups. Two of Cups as the outcome. Yes, yes. I like that energy. And overall, this is good energy. It's just you're being told to rest. Oh, man. We got the Five of Cups here. So maybe there's some kind of an ending to something that you didn't really like. I just heard sick leave as well. Somebody has already gotten sick because they weren't taking enough time off and not taking care of their mental health. Physical health. Like I just heard I can do it. Like somebody's always volunteering. I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. And it's like, can you really do it? Or do you need to just relax? You can, but should you? You know, because those are two different things. So with the Five of Cups here, somebody's like, dang, maybe I took on a little bit too much. And that is what I'm feeling with this Five of Cups here. Just taking on a bit too much. But you're still doing your thing here, of course. We have the Eight of Pentacles. So you're making things happen. You might have multiple projects going on at once. But at the same time, there's some kind of long process you've been through. Or this could just be something you've been doing for a long time. And, oh yeah, this is serious though, Sag. It's serious. I'm feeling an energy of you really needing to relax, take a break. Listen to your body. Eat healthier foods, for sure, okay? Cut out some foods that you know are not good for you. Sugar. Sugar! Some of you need to watch your sugar intake. Okay. Crossing the Eight of Pentacles, we have the Six of Swords. So I feel like for some of you, you've already left a situation behind and you're waiting to move on to calmer waters. It's like your focus is on the calmer waters, but it's kind of becoming an obsession with this Devil energy here. This Devil energy is giving me a duality. It's like some of you are working extremely too hard because you don't want to be seen as lazy, or you're worried about, and I say this gently because I don't feel you need to be worried, Sagittarius, but there is some kind of worry about somebody else kind of like coming up on your throne or knocking you off your throne or like taking your place in a way. I don't really feel there's a need for you to worry. The only way that would end up happening is if this one group of Sagittarians who are working way too hard don't take a break, because then you'll end up having to take a break. Unplanned, and that's not what anybody wants, right? So that's one group. And then for another group, I feel like you have already decided to let something else go, and now you are, I don't want to say lazy, but you are so focused on not having that situation happen again, and not having that work situation happen again, or that environment of doing too much and running yourself low, that you've kind of become the exact opposite. And it's like, you just don't want to do anything. You want to, but you don't, and you're content just kind of not doing anything. And so this is why balance, spirituality, and practicality came out here for sure. Because I am feeling two different groups of Saggies right now. And the thing is, both of you need to come to center. Both groups need to come to center, because one is like a hamster on a wheel, and one is like, I'm getting the image of somebody just kind of plopped on a couch constantly, beer in hand, like a no shirt on, like a wife beater shirt on. Just a little bit. The word that just came to mind was slovenly. I think it's Slovenly. I could be wrong. Slovenly. The advice here, either way, is the Queen of Wands. It's your own energies. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, taking command of the situation, just like the King of Wands. It's like taking charge of your own energy to create that balance. And when you do that, the outcome is beautiful, because you'll get what you want. Sagittarius has a way of getting what they want when they set their mind to it. But it's like right now you're working from either, you're both working, both these different classes of Sag I'm speaking to, and not classes because you're both fantastic. You're just going through a phase. Different groups of Sagittarians are working through like an extreme. It's like there's no medium here. You're doing either way too much or you're doing the absolute least. And so, yeah, you have to come to center. You have to come back to a place of balance. And then you'll be able to hit your target again. Like, then you'll be able to mount that horse again, whatever that means for you, and get back to a healthier work environment for the ones who are just like, I'm good here on my couch. It's like, yeah, you are, but you can't always be there. So you have to get back out and seek out an environment that's going to be more healthy for you, that won't drain you to the point of being stationary, because being stationary is like anti-Sagittarius energy. You're not really a stationary sign. You're like, I'm hearing that song, running, like by the Black Eyed Peas. Let's get it started. Yeah, like life of the party, fun, exuberant, Sagittarius. But it's like something drained your energy so much to this one group, the group that's on the couch, that you just like, yeah, do I really want to start a new beginning? Or do I just want to sit here? And then for those of you who are in the process right now, you haven't burned out yet. You still have an opportunity to not burn out by realizing ahead of time, I need a change, I need a break. So both of these require you to take a moment to listen to yourself, because it's like almost like I said, airplane mode or autopilot. Like maybe I'm speaking to somebody who likes to travel a lot, or somebody who, of course, Sagittarius likes to travel a lot, but somebody who flies, maybe a pilot or something, but it's like maybe you need to take a breather. Either way, yeah, there's some reflection needed here is what I'm feeling. And I don't think a lot of clarification is needed for this spread. But let's see. What about this Devil card here? Whoa. Well, these came out, and then these also kind of almost came out, but we'll take these two. We have the Eight of Cups and the Page of Wands. Yeah, walking away from inspiration I'm feeling with the Page of Wands. And for some of you, this is news of maybe losing a job, or news that you have to, because perhaps some of you have been working so hard and you haven't been taking a break. You've been making mistakes that you wouldn't normally make. And maybe you've received some sort of a message like, we need you to take a break. We think it's better that you take a break. This could be a warning for somebody. Like, that's not something you want on your record at work, because I feel like I'm speaking to somebody about their career. It could be like a forced sabbatical, or a forced medical leave, or a forced exit, like firing or something. I feel like you're getting this message ahead of time for one group. And so if you're trying to avoid that, because it's like you're going to start making little mistakes and things or missing things that you would not usually miss, then it's time for you to release this energy of having to be, I don't know, I'm hearing first, but I feel like it's having to be everything. Like, oh yeah, I'm always happy, I'm always fun, I'm always the life of the party, I'm always extremely intelligent, I always have the answer. It's exhausting. It sounds exhausting, like you need a break sometimes. I'm always the one that can take it on. I'm always the one that can answer that question. I think everyone in your environment knows that you're very capable and that you're dependable and that you're good at what you do. But you need to slow down. You just need a break. Everyone does sometimes. You know, we got the Hangman here and the Seven of Swords, because what you'll be stealing from yourself if you don't take this break yourself is your job. Like, you might get fired or somebody else will take that spot from you because they'll have no choice. Like, somebody's going to be called in because you wouldn't take a break. And now you've been fired, or now you, for whatever reason, I just heard your legs aren't working. For some reason, your legs aren't working and you have to lay down. You have to stay bed rest, I'm hearing. Bed rest? So take care of yourself, Sagittarius. That's a little bit of a heavier energy, but I feel like that's a warning for certain Sagittarians. Others of you are doing just fine, but you need to find the motivation to get back up and find new inspiration when it comes to what you want to do with your time. Either way, you're at the Ten of Wands. We got it in the beginning, and here it is as the overall energy again. And mountains seem to be significant. I'm extremely serious right now. If you're some kind of pilot, if you deal with the air, take time off. Call in, have somebody else take your flight, okay? About this Queen of Wands energy. What about this Queen of Wands energy? Exactly. It's in your hands, Sag. This is a warning. On either side, it's a warning for you. It's in your hands. You have the power to change it, and it'll be simple at this time for you to do still. Simple for you to get up and maneuver a situation. Move on to calmer waters without becoming stagnant and letting the devil energy take hold. And also taking a break or finding a new job or somewhere where you can relax a little bit more and feel more yourself and not have to feel so competitive, because I'm getting that energy too, before you end up losing your job or before you end up having a health issue, okay? Listen to your intuition. You have the Queen of Cups there at the bottom of the deck. I feel like you already have been feeling this, but you've been ignoring it. But the outcome, if you do take this advice here, which is to be yourself, Sagittarius, and not be worried about how other people will perceive you if you take a break. If you'll be perceived as lazy, or for my Sagittarians who are struggling to get back up, you know, if you're thinking in the back of your mind, oh my God, I can't believe I'm just not even doing anything, but I don't want to start again. Like, I don't want to go back to that kind of an environment. Then envision yourself in an environment that is better for you, and then seek that out. Or if you're still working, but you're just losing all steam and like desire for it, look for another place to go. And whatever this is for you, because it may not have to do with work, but that's just the energy that's coming through the most strongly. Okay. And the outcome looks good here. We have the Two of Pentacles. No, we have the Two of Cups. Okay, so yeah, I'm still getting that juggling energy. So what is this Two of Cups as the outcome for Sagittarius? The World and the Ten of Cups. Lovely. Lovely. This is great. This is happiness. Either way, I feel like I'm hearing a song. Some change will do you good. Some change will do you good. I think that's Sheryl Crow. Some change will do you good. Yeah, so that's what you need. You need change. I feel like this has been on your mind for a long time, or it's been a long time coming. And you've been working too long without any kind of a change. So Yeah. This is good energy, but there's like a ton of warnings in here about your mental health and your physical health if you don't listen to yourself, not even to me. This is something that I feel like you already know, Sagittarius. And maybe you've been saying to yourself, like, I can handle it. But why do you have to handle it? Why should you have to all the time? Let somebody else handle it for a little bit. They're not you. They're not going to be taking anything from you. Okay, so let's see. What do the oracles have to say to Sagittarius right now? Confidence. Both of these situations require confidence, whether you're the Sagittarius that is needing to get back out there, needing to feel like yourself again when it comes to being that person who's calling the shots, is what I'm feeling, of being that person who's in control and looking good. And, you know, I just heard Conrad Birdie. I don't know what that's about, but, or you're that Sagittarius who's just working themselves way, way, way too hard right now. You need the confidence to be able to say, it's okay for me to sit down for a minute. It's okay for me to call in. It's okay for me to quit if this job is not for me after finding something else that's better, and maybe I'll take a break. It's okay for me to say, I need a week before I start this job because I just left that other one. I need to reset. Stand up for yourself in that way and have the confidence to know you're worth it across the board. It's up to you to make that change. It's like something you can really easily manage if you do it now and start to get going with it now, okay? Overall, good energy, Sagittarius, but again, just pay attention to what's going on within you right now, so that you can better prepare for your outer surroundings, so that you can, you know, go forward confidently, whichever group you're in this reading. I hope it's been helpful to you, and I wish you the absolute best. Until next time, I'll affirm for you and for me that all is well, and I'll see you soon. Bye, Sag.